So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Gloria Grace Rand. I am an online visibility strategist, and I'm also I'm a proud wise woman. And so today I'm honored to be able to introduce you to one of my good friends and a fellow wise woman. Her name is Patricia Alton, and she is an angel therapy practitioner certified by Doreen Virtue. She's a spiritual teacher certified by Charles Virtue and an ordained shamanic minister. And Patricia offers channeled angel sessions, wise women retreats, goddess gatherings, and fairy realm workshops. And her purpose is to be a bridge between heaven and earth and help bring peace and unconditional love to our world, which it sorely needs. So, welcome, Patricia.
Thank you, Gloria Grace. It's an honor to be with you today and all of the wise women in our audience.
Awesome. Well, I've had the pleasure of attending your retreats. They were awesome and transformative, by the way. And I also have also been going to your monthly Wise Women Circle meetings that you've been running. And the first thing I wanted to ask you is, why do you think it's important for women to attend these types of events?
Well, first of all, I'd like to share how I answered the call and started all of this.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
3 years ago, I was on Facebook and I saw an ad for the 24th annual Crohn's Council in Denver, Colorado. And it just spoke to my heart. So I investigated it for a few moments and then I pushed the button and said, I'm going. So I went and came home a transformed wise woman. And I now have over 300 soul sisters from all over the world. And what I learned in the Crohn's Council is to honor each stage of women's lives, including our maiden when we are independent and fierce, and the world is our oyster. And our next stage, the mother, and we don't even have to be mothers, but that's when we get into our nurturing stage and we are getting into our wise woman stage of the crone, which is the third stage of the divine feminine, and it is our wisdom stage. And I feel that each woman, no matter how old or young we are, have each archetype: the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And we celebrate that in our wise women circles every month. And we do that through sacred rituals. And one of the tools that I have that is very special to me is the talking stick, which we open our circle in sacred prayer and we pass the talking stick to each other. And when the wise woman is holding that, the stick, she has the attention of the circle. She is the speaker, the orator. She speaks from her heart and is listened deeply to through our hearts. And that's what the wise woman is. It's a woman who listens to her heart and is transformed and makes this world a better place just by being in that love vibration of unconditional love. And that's how we support each other, is through unconditional support, caring, and also non-judging. It's so important. And we do, as you mentioned, have a world that is a little bit off balance. And the wise women, I believe, are the key to transforming the world. So the more that we can come together in circles throughout the entire world, and the wise women circles do meet throughout the entire world, and we lift the vibration of this planet. and transform it to a world that honors everyone, including the divine feminine and the divine masculine in each one of us. So we do step into our power, and we become very much the warrior woman as well.
Mhm. Yeah, that's awesome. And maybe one thing you could talk about is the fact that it's your group is really for women of all ages too, right? It's not just for necessarily, one of those divine feminine archetypes, right?
Yes, exactly. So what we do is we celebrate those stages in each one of us. And it doesn't matter if we are 17 or 97. Each one of us still has the maiden, that quest for independence and power and youth and nurturing and caring, and also the crowning of our wisdom, which comes with our life experiences. And each one of us embraces that. So if you recall, there was a woman at our retreat in the mountains who was very young, who came with such knowledge.
Hmm.
So she is already a wise woman. So age is really irrelevant. It's when we speak from our heart, when we listen to our heart, and the energy of our heart transforms into the world and changes it.
That's awesome. Now, I know that you are having another one-day retreat coming up, I think the end of this month, as a matter of fact, and I was blessed to have been able to go there last year. It was something that I sorely needed in my life at the time, and it was just what I needed. So, can you tell everyone about the upcoming retreat and what they can expect when they go there?
Yes, thank you. And I would like you to share your spiritual tool that you made last year in a moment. So it's February 24th, and I'm very honored to co-facilitate it with Catherine Napier, who is a dear friend, a certified hypnotherapist, and who is outstanding in her field. And she comes from a background deep in Native American tradition. And she is really the goddess of the crafts. So we have so much fun creating in the one-day retreat. And we have two things that we will be doing. Of course, we all come together in sacred circle and sisterhood. And we will have meditations, we will have chakra clearing and balancing our energy centers to get into that uplifted vibration. And we will be creating our own personalized sage spray. We
Hmm.
will also have a blessing ceremony of it, so that you will get to take home this, and it will be personalized because you'll be able to put some of your own essences that you are drawn to when we share what their properties are. So that will be something that we can spritzer on ourselves and our home, our office, because not only does it clear the energy, it also has a scientific purpose of clearing bacteria, airborne bacteria. And what I really love to embrace is spirituality based on scientific fact. And the world is awakening to this now, Gloria, where
Mhm.
we know that there's so much more to life than our three-dimensional world. And we honor that. One of the most important things of that is, to me, is Mother Nature, and
Mhm.
how we have to preserve and protect her, and how we honor her by honoring all of the elements and the directions in sacred ceremony. So we begin our circles that way each time. And there's a heart connection in the circle when we connect with Mother Nature. And the other item that we'll be creating at this retreat, which is on February 24th, it's a Saturday, and it's all day. It's a full day of sisterhood, creation, celebration, and ceremony.
Mm.
So this beautiful necklace that I have on was created by Catherine. And what it is a totem necklace. Through sacred meditation, you will discover what your totem is. Hers is an owl, the symbol of the wise woman. So it will be interesting to discover what each person's totem is. And then you'll have this symbol, this representation that you can wear to future wise women circles and retreats as a kind of a reminder and as a sacred tool as well. So let's see. One thing that is so special about that retreat is that it includes everything. It includes breakfast, and so there's a lot with sharing of food. It's almost like gathering around the circle in celebration, and food is a comfort to us and very nurturing. So we will have breakfast for you, and we'll also have lunch and snacks. So it's all inclusive. In other words, all of your needs will be met so that you can work on whom you came here to be, your spiritual blessings, your gifts, your talents, which come out in these retreats. And not only that, Gloria, it's an opportunity for women to make new friendships.
Yes.
Because each one of us has a connection with each other, and so many women, and I've seen it, become best friends so that they have the support ongoing. It's not once a month or once every quarter when we do a retreat, but it's forever friends. And that's such a blessing.
It is, absolutely. And I can definitely attest to that. I met one of the members last year at your 1 day retreat, but then we also went to North Carolina in September. And it was amazing. We carpooled to North Carolina together, and we found out that we had so many things in common, how we grew up, and we just, talked and talked the whole way up there. And we were roomies during the retreat, and it was just a wonderful opportunity to get to know someone and connect on a deeper level. And that's what, these are all about. And because I tell you, you can't have too many good connections in this lifetime. And I think it's to be able to nurture those friendships and to nurture your spirituality and all of that. It's so important in this day and age. And I just wanted to also kind of show off. This is last year at the 1 day retreat, I made this lovely talking stick I'm sorry. What is it? It's yes, it is a talking stick. That's right. Yes. Yes, silly me. But anyway, it was awesome, and I was able to put a lot of cool little things in here that were memorable and meant a lot for me. Like kind of, I had an earring from my sister, and I've got sort of the Navy an anchor, which kind of symbolizes my dad and my brother because they were both in the Navy, and then I had this other little rhinestone thing that was one of my mom's. So I was able to kind of put my whole family on here, and it's just a lot of fun. And of course, it was a great play toy for my cat. He loves the feathers, but so I have to keep it up high. So it's a good thing he's not in the room here at the minute, or he'd be like really getting excited by by the feathers. But that's the type of thing that we were able to do last year, and I know, and it was a lot of fun just being creative.
Yes, that's when the transformation happens, when we get into gathering together, opening our hearts to each other in sacred sisterhood, and then also creating and supporting. And I know the energy was so high with everyone's talking stick, because, as you say, each person brought a little tribute to a memory or a family member, and they incorporated it. So they really made it their own personal talking stick. And these are treasures, and they're also very decorative because I know mine I have hanging on the wall, and it's just such a beautiful reminder of our time together, and it is a
Mhm.
spiritual tool as well.
Yeah.
And I would like to mention that we're open for registration with the February 24th retreat, and we've already got quite a few soul sisters already registered. There's plenty of room for others. And we also will be doing our Asheville retreat in May. And that is a 4-day overnight experience in the mountains. And we're very excited and honored to have as co-facilitator my beautiful daughter, Jessica, who the three of us will be leading in the mountains for that retreat in May. So that one's available. So stay tuned for more information on that one.
That's awesome. Oh, and you know what? I think we also didn't mention, where is the February 24th retreat? Where is that going to be held?
Okay, that will be in Geneva, not Switzerland, darn, but Florida at Catherine's home. And it has been there for the last 2 years. And she lives on the St. Johns River, which is really conducive to a very sacred place. And we will be having a bonfire and ceremony around that. So as I mentioned, we're open for registration, and maybe we could share some of the details for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say that was my next question, was how can people register for it? What's the best way to do that?
Well, thanks to you, we have two opportunities. If people want to know more information and keep it a little more private, they can email me. And my email is patalton, Patalton, 44 at yahoo.com. And I would really invite you to come to my Wise Women's Circle, which meets at my home every first Sunday of the month. And you don't have to commit to coming every month, but when you do, you're welcomed, and new friends, new opportunities, new networking,
Hmm.
and fun happen. The other way to actually register is through PayPal. And maybe you could share that. It's PayPal. The way to do that is paypal.me
Okay.
/ and I have Patricia Alton.
Okay. / Patricia Alton.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you checking that out?
I'm typing it out right now. So actually I can test it out, but just to make sure.
Okay,
Maybe
great.
maybe I'll do that first before I type it in the comments. Let me see if I can do that real fast. And then what's the amount on there?
The 1-day retreat is $111. And if you want to pay by PayPal for the processing fees, just round it up to $115.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so that's what I'm going to put the link for that in the Facebook chat, which I got to open up again now because I shut it down. I see when I opened up a new browser window, so there we go. I'm going to pop it right in here, so you can register. Oops, let me add that in here. Technology, it's a wonderful thing. Register for what's it called? The Wise Women Retreat?
That's right. The Wise Women 1-day retreat.
1-day retreat. February 24th. There we go. I've got it in there. All right, there we go. Haha. All right, very cool. I forgot to close the blinds in my office. It was like I'm getting all this lovely sunshine now, but that's okay. All right, well, let's see. So is there anything else that you want to share? And I don't know if anybody else is out there and has any questions. Type them in the comments, and we'd love to answer about the retreat or the Wise Women Circles. Like I said, I've been going, and I think they're great. And the retreat is also, if you are in business, it is a good networking opportunity as well, because I think you're going to have an opportunity at like the end of the day for people to kind of share a little bit about themselves and their business. So it's another good opportunity to meet new people, and you never know what kind of alliances or your next client that you might find.
And yes, absolutely. And I believe you're coming to the retreat.
Yes, I am. Wouldn't miss
And
it.
fabulous. And for those women who might need some assistance with the fees, please email me, and we want everyone to be able to come who feels the call. For the Asheville retreat, we actually have created a Wise Woman Angel Scholarship Fund. So there is assistance available, and we just want to have everybody join us. So please email me if you feel called to come and need some help financially, and we'll help
Awesome.
you out.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Patricia, for joining me today and allowing me to kind of show you off and share um, this wonderful opportunity, because I think it is really um, it's a really special way to be able to kind of, like you said, get out in nature. And Catherine's home is gorgeous. It's just awesome being out there in the woods and, being around a campfire or a bonfire and just and meeting new people is just awesome. So I encourage you all to check it out and come out if you are in Central Florida. I know those of you may not be in Central Florida, might not be able to, but see, then you can take advantage of coming to Asheville. So watch for that information coming soon. So that will be an awesome event as well. No hurricanes to deal with this time.
Yes,
We almost had to postpone last year, but we carried on anyway. So it was
we
good.
are warrior women.
That's right.
And it will be a beautiful time in Asheville in May. The mountain laurel will be out. So we will be hiking in the mountains and enjoying Mother Nature with the waterfalls, with it's just amazing. The energy of the mountains just speaks to each person so intensely when we're there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thanks again, Patricia, for being here, and I appreciate everybody being on. If you happen to miss it, you'll be able to watch it again. So that's the beauty of Facebook. It's so great that we have this technology and we're able to record these interviews and let people check them out. So thanks so much. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you again later on. So take care.
Thank you, Gloria.